Hi folks, Russ Dickey back again here from GoMotorBids.com, talking with John Bickford about all the cool stuff that he's got up for auction here in the John Bickford collection. And you know, back in the late 1980s and early 1990s, before the diecast rage came about, it was all about collectible sports cards.
Well, you know, we've talked about that earlier a little bit, and before diecast cars, really collector cards, I mean, we kind of grew up with the baseball cards and football cards and chewing gum and all the rest of the stuff that went along with it. And cards were the big deal. The changeover came in the early 90s, 94, 95, somewhere around in there. And by the time you got into the late 90s, the card companies all gone broke. They were all gone. The reason for it, I'm not really sure, but the reality is that the fans have not been able to get their hands on these because they were all dispersed out into the world. So we've got quite a collection here of various different cards. The ones you're holding are Carolina Ford dealers. That's one of the very first cards that was ever produced on Jeff and Stock Cars. Over here, we have the World of Outlaw deck from 1987. We've got the World of Outlaw deck from 1988. And Jeff's cards in here when he drove World of Outlaw sprint car, both 87 and 88. Of course, he couldn't drive when he was under 16, so his 16th birthday was August 4th of 1987, and he ran a World Outlaw show not too long after his birthday. So
and he made the card set.
So he made the card set. Well, there was only the 52 top World of Outlaw drivers made a 52 card set. So all of the drivers from the 52 best sprint car drivers in America were in the 1987, and then 52 more in 1988, and they stopped making them. So they don't even make these things anymore. So you had Max, you had Trax, you have Action, you have all sorts of various different card companies, and most of these card companies have all gone out of business. You had Wheels were in here. Wheels were sold out, and basically we're down to one card company now.
And if you guys take a close look here at the video, you'll see that this entire shelf is almost dedicated here to the collector cards. John has complete sets from the early 1990s.
Most of these, yeah, like you said, Russ, most of these are complete sets. These are foil cards here. These are various other Max cards here. And most of these go way back, but you can see they're complete sets. The boxes have never been opened and everything, and they were basically gifted to me by the card companies. They'd send me samples. We have the gold Action cards. These are very, very unique. We have a box of these. They're all completely sealed. They've never been opened. So I think for a collector, these are going to be some pretty exciting things to get their hands on. And this is the way they came to me. They would send a complete set of cards all wrapped up like this. These cards are numbered. That's set number 75. You can see some of the dates on these things. This is various different pieces. Here's set number 36. So it's there's some pretty unique things here.
You know, you guys will notice some of these I'm holding in my hand. I'll step out of the way here, but these are from early in Jeff's career. A lot of these are Busch Grand National cars when he was driving the Carolina Ford or the Baby Ruth Ford. And these are, you know, now they're pieces of history. As John said, a lot of these card manufacturers are now defunct, and it's very hard to get your hands on some of this stuff, especially in this condition. So if you're a Gordon collector, a NASCAR collector, or a collector of the card sets, this is the type of stuff that we're going to be auctioning off in the coming weeks, months, and over time. And so check back in this section often, because you just never know what we're going to put up. We're going to have these mixed and matched, and some are autographed, and they'll all be available to you guys here exclusively at GoMotorBids.com.